Hey everybody, Scott Carson here with my sidekick in arms and
Hi.
yes, troublemaker, resident troublemaker, Stephanie Goodman. We are wrapping up our last day here in Puerto Rico on vacation. Stand over on this side. Actually standing out here in front of the Caribe Hilton. Enjoying actually a really nice, kind of decent day out here today. The view from here to the here's what we look at. All right, and then here is the resort. Yeah, it was sunny a little bit, but it's still nice. Yep. We're out catching a little bit of seaside, poolside food, mai tais, pina coladas, cracking up at some of the wildlife around here. But whenever you go on vacation, it's always interesting what you learn, whether about yourself, your business, people surround you. I always try to bring a couple pointers home. Steph had a really good one. You want to start it off, Steph, with one you just had a second ago? Yeah, okay. Start off with you.
I think the main thing that I was talking about to Scott and a couple of friends of mine on Facebook, you have to get out and network. And a lot of us are terrible about going to meetings and hiding in the back of the room. Me. But we're great in one-on-one, or we're great in small groups. So when you travel, it's the same thing. Go out and talk to people, because it seems like every person that we meet them for a reason. And then in addition to that, they also, like I always say, are usually, they can be a buyer or a seller or whatever, and everyone's planning for their retirement and their families. And so we have a lot in common, even if we don't think that we do. And sometimes you can just nicely compliment somebody. Don't be fake about it, be real about it, but you can compliment someone on something legitimate and then start a whole nice conversation, and before you know it, you've made new friends.
It's like what Greg likes to say. Greg always says, there's somebody, everybody can teach you something.
Yes. And Scott I'm notorious for talking to a bunch of people, and Scott's like, where are you? You know, what are you doing? Oh, I'm talking to even the shop lady down the corner. I'm talking to this family over at this bar or this restaurant or, this ship. So that's one of my big things.
A friend from New Hampshire? Out here on vacation?
We make friends everywhere we go. We really do.
Whether it's the pool bar, the place to smoke a cigar, just chilling out, having fun.
The airport.
Poolside, yeah, definitely
transport.
Airport. So that's the big thing. Everybody, you learn something from everybody. Don't be afraid to say, hey, where are you from? Where are you from? What you do for fun? Mm-hmm. What's your occupation? And then your message if you do that. I like to just do the whole four, or the where are you from? What do you do? What do you do for fun this week? And it leaves other things.
Yeah, what did you do for fun today? Especially if you're on a trip together. Or something about their family.
Yeah. Second thing is that you should not be a lone wolf in your real estate or note business. That's where systems come in handy, but mostly the people that you surround yourselves with, whether it's your systems, like we're very lucky the minions are working on some assets, due diligence for us to fund this Friday when I get home.
I'm staying here. Just kidding.
My life just got easier. No, I'm just joking.
Just kidding.
Everybody's like, what? Yes, we have decided to have a Puerto Rican office here in San Juan. But anyway, what?
It's a mastermind.
We are going to have a mastermind here next April is what we're leaning forward to here at the Caribe Hilton. Gorgeous view, a lot of fun, a lot of great stuff. So if you're in the existing mastermind, you want to get feeling renewed, so you can be a part of this one, because we're going to do solely on Puerto Rico stuff. But as I said before, what did I say about number two? Well, number two was what?
I don't know what your number two was. My number two was that no matter what you think you can accomplish, you can actually accomplish a lot more than that. And it was kind of a simple thing, but a hard thing for me, because going on this cruise this week, I am no longer a park commando, but I am apparently a cruise commando and want to do everything. And when people tell me, this is random, but they say, I love your hair. Well, try cruising with it, because you go swim, then you wash it, then you dry it, then you have to get ready for dinner. So I learned how to get ready a lot faster than I normally do, and I've done it in 15 minutes, which blew my mind. So whatever you think you can do, you can actually do more than that.
I had no idea where you're going when you started talking about your hair.
Just have no witnesses if you don't want to be judged.
So you can go do a lot faster than most of you guys are used to.
It made me think of what Chase said at one point: be tolerant with everyone else, but strict with yourself. And he applies it to marketing, but it can be applied to a lot of different things. So I thought about you, Chase, for saying that.
There you go, Mr. Thompson.
Yeah.
I was saying it's good to have systems and staff, because they get a lot of stuff done while you're gone. As long as you train them properly or give them things to do and empower them to make decisions, you have to do that with your vendors, your staff, your assistants, your virtual assistants especially, Give them some specific things to do that they can work on while you're gone, so they don't just sit there idly twiddling their thumbs watching Comedy Central podcasts or other things. What's the third thing, Steph, for you? It's good to take a break. You have to recharge your batteries. Is my big three.
That. I have the hardest time unplugging. I can't see my head.
Yeah, well,
I really do have the hardest time unplugging. He's told me all week, get off your phone. Quit checking your email. Quit checking. Whether this came through or that went out, and
loosen up, lighten up. Sometimes she got bent out of shape by something last night that really had no reason to get bent out of shape. I'm like, it's going to be fine in a day. Relax. It'll all be taken care of, and you have to kind of pick your battles. Is the way I look at it. We were in the gym working out. Stuff's like, you have the zen about you, Scott. Well, I'm like, I have the zen because I only worry about shit that I need to worry about.
Yeah, that's true. I worry about everything.
She worries about the worst case scenarios that never happen most of the time. And I'm like, that's a waste of energy that drains you, stresses you out, it ages you faster than you should be aging. Yeah. You're in Puerto Rico, or you're on a cruise ship. Enjoy it. Have fun. Everything will work out fine.
You're just in daily life. I keep trying to employ the idea, or put to use the idea that be aware of the moment that you're in and stop reacting or going back to bad situations or bad events because it just drains you. So
yes,
put the monkey away.
The worst rarely happens, but also the best rarely happens. So while you all are probably planning for different things, plan A, you probably need to have a plan A to Z. And focus a little more on plan B, C, and D, because plan A rarely happens. Rarely happens.
Expectations
are one thing, and actuations are a whole different animal. So we've had a really good time here. We hope you've enjoyed the photos. Hopefully we haven't made you too jealous along the way. I know we've smiled and laughed a lot. We're heading home with a couple extra pounds of souvenirs on the trip here.
So back to work.
Back in the gym with our trainers on a regular basis again. We've been good though. Steph completed a virtual race yesterday.
I did. To the point of being more aware in your current situation and not worrying about crap you shouldn't worry about. I got so frustrated. I jumped on YesFit. I signed up for Tame the Dragon that he did 2 months ago. He biked it in one session, and I said, all right, I could do it. Carson did it. I biked that thing yesterday in one session, and when I was done, finally I said, okay, I feel better. I'm calm. I'm good.
So if you're stressed out about something out there, everybody, we'll leave you with this. If you're stressed out about something, find something that relaxes you. Whether it's sitting on your back patio with a cup of coffee in the morning, listening to the birds chirp or the sun coming up, or the wind chimes jingling like I like, or even sitting on the back patio with a good cigar and a good stiff drink, relaxing, just kind of unwinding, or whether it's the beach, like this, whether it's sitting there watching the water,
way better than us.
Whether it's sitting at the hotel pool bar with a chicken and G-string and just watching her walk around everything, whatever soothes you, relaxing here. This is kind of the views of what we're seeing today. It looks like it's about to rain.
And the storm cloud looks menacing, but it's been coming back and forth. The sun was really out 5 minutes ago.
So this has been an excellent hotel. Really excited about it. We look forward to coming back here.
I had the other thing.
What
I
other thing?
It was actually a nod to Greg. Sorry. It was actually a nod to Greg. I remembered him saying, when you get frustrated about things or you have a question with things, seek advice, counsel, not opinions. So if you're worked up over something, find someone.
Not advice.
Yeah, find someone that you can talk to and seek their counsel, not what they think you should do or whatever, because it's their opinion.
Too many people are seeking advice from people that have never walked in the shoes that you're wanting to walk in.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys,
that was
this is our final episode here from Puerto Rico. Michelle asks Steph, how can you stress with that view? Steph will always find a way to stress out, even with views.
Because Steph handles a lot of stuff that people don't know that I handle, and I don't talk about it.
Yeah, sometimes she stresses out for no reason.
I am the detail, like the big mother worrier one. Karen could answer that one for me. Yeah,
I'm going to throw you the rocks here in a second. All right, guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. There won't be an episode tomorrow because we'll be on an airplane very early, flying home to Austin tomorrow. It's a long day of travel, but we'll be back in the office on Thursday, and we've got our next Fast Track training kicking off Friday morning with some amazing new investors coming in Austin to spend 3 days with us and be part of the Net Mastermind. So we'll leave you with some views of the ocean, and we'll see you all at the top.